conquering in team fights. I cannot wait for this match to get started because the draft is looking very different than what we've seen today.
Experience with and against, but one of Ark's weaknesses in lane is that he has pretty mediocre attack damage and very low armor and mobility.
Oh, Roger.
So Legion can take advantage.
It could be in trouble. Infernal Blaze just coming off cooldown now for AUY, so gets the stun, gets the slow. The Stomp, however, did not connect. He turns to go for the Void, but so slow thanks to the 3 points of Sticky Napalm. And MSS taunts his way to first blood. More than MSS does. And then they can't even get the runes. Roger's able to take the Invis rune from the bottom. Ghostix backed off the top lane after the early pressure. Just trying to farm up. Pylai die thanks to that Observer Ward. He understands how low he is. Only 1 point up on poison attack, but having AUY there to help out. Ghostix is in a world of hurt. Goes down. A nice rotations. AUY involved in 100% of the kills so far, but small sample size of it being only 2.
Yep.
Nice Obs Warden to go up on top, gives Pylai and AUY the vision advantage to fight the top lane. Ghostix hiding in the only place he can, but when Envy throws in the race, hiding in the trees, they're going to throw a secondary one. Is there a TP support to come in? Radiant have already scanned, but it was too late. Pylai and AUY were further west. These races continue to connect on the mark. There's so many heroes up on top because remember, you're doubling the Envy. Not to mention, while all this is going on, Resolution arrives with a big Chronosphere. He's caught Pylai die. They're going for the Arc Ward, and it's Eternal Envy they're going to bring down. This one is not a fake one. Pylai will manage to retreat. Doesn't have that level in the shallow graves, unable to save him. This is actually kind of crippling for the DK who wants to be spamming his Breathe Fire. But I still also want to flag the fact that early on, at least there's now some CS coming into MSS, but because the Night Stalker was focusing more on that bottom lane, the Batrider has got nothing. And now when Night Stalker turns his attention towards the mid, they can focus onto the DK, bring him down. Stick charges won't help out. And Team Empire, critical kills now coming their way. Getting that Hand of Midas onto Eternal Envy, so both his level as well as item progression can continue, but Ghosty doesn't want to settle for this. Moving forward, try and chase down MSS. Needs the movement speed to get him, or maybe they just glimpse him back in. And the first duel of the game will be a winner in favor of the Catman.
Disruptor just got the tome now, so Static Storm is available for Mipochka. They might sacrifice this tower because it's very difficult to defend, but it actually looks like Empire wants to fight this.
They're smoking, but MSS in the right neighborhood. Then again, Idzy. Chrono speared up. There's no follow-up straight away apart from putting the wall down from Mipochka, holding MSS in position. The one charge is allowing him to stay alive just that little bit longer. The tower's taking some damage, but now Team Empire move forward. They want to kill right now. All they have is a fake Eternal Envy. They don't want that, but then again, it's so bloody hard to kill off. And now you get the 12-minute Hand of Midas over on Eternal Envy.
It's pretty good timing.
Not too bad when you also buy the Aquila and the Wand.
Yeah, and he has a death. So that's I think this is pretty much par for the course.
MSS, here's a nice little target for you, catching out Roger. Again, trying to contest that 12-minute bounty rune in the safest area on Cloud9's jungle. Gets the Observer Ward down as well. Not certain if that was scouted out by Cloud9. They'll know when the Ancients don't spawn. In fact, AUY scouts out the Obs and Sentry. Perfect time for a counter ward, allowing MSS and AUY to move to the top lane.
Empire can't really go for this kill on the Doom. They don't have enough in the tank. Now they do. More heroes coming in.
Oh, Glimpse, yeah, you've got that Veil of Discord and the Sonic Wave available. They'll commit the duel. And that's an extra +10, so 20 in total for Ghostic.
It's going to cost them the mid tower. Maybe if they can get top tower, they're okay with this, but trading a tier 4,
That's the real Eternal Envy. He's still up there. Silenced up, Roger falls down from the sky, but now they just beat into him. Sonic Wave, and then is not mucking around. You can say goodbye to the Arc Warden. He's the highest, well, was the highest net worth on Cloud9. And Lincoln Spear triggers. That was the Doom that actually burnt it. And trying to get the lasso on him. That was an optimistic fight as well from C9.
Yeah, they were not going to kill him anyway.
And now FN having a haste rune moves over MSS. Drum charge or not, the duel is out. Everyone will come in to help out. 5 heroes from Empire just to be the Death Watchers of MSS.
And I think this is something Cloud9 identified in the draft. Like, look at their lineup, they can't push towers. So when Empire are grouping up to try to take a fight or to push or whatever, Cloud9 can just
Legion.
avoid them.
He's found MSS, jumps in, starts off with a duel. They got the damage required to kill MSS off, or do they? Eternal Envy is Boy in the bubble and now Boy in the grave. He's actually alive. MSS turns in to keep the fight going. Disruptor will be picked off. You can say goodbye to Ghostic, and Night Stalker revealed from the weave. The stun cannot reach in time.
That was a sick magnetic field from Envy. Really nice timing on that, catching it just on the edge, so MSS stays alive. They come in for the grave and counterplay very, very well there. So Cloud9 getting 2 kills, and again, it's this weird game, right, where Empire have the vision advantage, and they can pick the fights that they want to take, more or less, if they present themselves.
Well, they've presented one as the Doombringer, AUI. That's Eternal Envy, trying to help him out in the bottom lane again. The bubbles arrive. And Fada, he's got Blink Dagger, Resolution's got a Chronosphere, but he caught the Queen of Pain inside of it. He does have the damage now coming outside of it once more, but Roger, what can he do? They want Eternal Envy, but Pylai die! The grave is there! Eternal Envy will survive, Resolution will help finally bring him down, but at what cost? You've already lost the Queen of Pain, but Pochka being buffed up by Ghostic with press the attack, trying to get him some distance away from Fada. Even the Courier is being used as bait while Resolution battling against Pylai Die. Finally, he'll get that kill, not realizing MSS is on the hill. They don't know he's there. He's got the Blink Dagger to get back down again. He'll use it now to head south, but Resolution with the Shadow Blade is chasing after Fada. They have the Observer Ward. They see him. Is there range for it? The level 4 glimpse is too far away. Who's going to get stranded? Not finding an objective.
Well, Cloud9 want to fight now. Daytime?
Yep. They're smoked up. They're looking for the opening. Actually. Courier's running out. The MSS revealed for a second, but he gets the lasso. It's over on the Legion Commander. Not to mention the stun on Disruptor means no extra disable, but they didn't focus their damage. So Ghostic, he's got some movement speed to try and escape from this, and maybe into the trees. Problem is he's still burning. MSS gonna help out with that. The Firefly, it'll wear off in a second, but a second is long enough. Legion Commander will fall in the northern trees. Time walks away from the fight. Now triggers up the Shadow Blade. They do not have detection around him at the moment.
Fata felt very safe. He has his BKB and he was woven. So was Doom gets
this is what they want. Bring him into the duel. And Doombringer is falling. Pylai can't get close enough. In fact, Pylai Die solo chronoed up by Resolution. He'll finish the job. So it is a 1-for-2 trade-off. You did lose the Disruptor, but Resolution turns his attention towards Fada. BKB starts protecting him, and it's actually Ghostic who's in trouble. Fada blinks over to him, realizing he is not any threat from the rest of Team Empire.
Where was FN in all of this? Was he forced to blink away? Because they opened on the Doom and got that guy isolated, and they chronoed the Dazzle to try to prevent him from getting Grave off. So they got those 2 picks early and lost their Disruptor, and I'm just wondering what was keeping the Queen of Pain so far away.
You'll Scepter onto Fada, they're bringing in extra help. He doesn't have his BKB, he's got 17 one-charges. Envy gonna put down the protection bubble. Resolution wants to come in, Time Dilation is gonna help out with that one. Firefly, however, so much damage, but so is the Sonic Wave. FN, they end Fada's killing spree and blinks away. Queen of Pain will survive to get a double kill onto MSS, but the fight's not done yet. AUI TPing over towards the Shrine, but then a glimpse back, Eternal Envy locking him in. The electronic wall, but Pylai Die gives him a secondary life. That Dazzle Grave on the money, and they are still going to retreat. No extra glimpse. Cloud9 will get out, and so will Team Empire.
Maybe knowing Envy and long games, maybe like 7th, 8th item, it could be a thing.
Team Empire, here they come. Resolution, look for a target. MSS is just to the north, haven't broken the smoke yet. Resolution under the cover of Shadowblade. We'll see Eternal Envy. Chronos him up while the duel is on the DK. They're separating the targets and the Sonic Wave will connect on both. Fada is deleted, but they still want Eternal Envy. Now Envy makes another copy of Envy as he retreats his real Envy back to the tier 3 tower, but there's a rest of the support. Pylai Die still there with Shallow Grave intact. The Doom is out, it's on the Queen of Pain. She's already committed most of her abilities. The Shallow Grave is used on Eternal Envy for the moment. In comes the overwhelming odds, and the damage from Maposhka will do the last bit of damage. Flame Break will tick down a couple of the Team Empire players, but Maposhka TP out just in time. The Fountain Regeneration will allow him to live, and 2 cores for Cloud9 lost. AUI is coming out for some level of revenge, but now FN can turn with a Time Dilation. What have they got to really help him out? A Shallow Grave from Pylai Die? Well, that's one thing, but MSS and Pylai Die, they say, bro, you got yourself into this mess. You gotta deal with it. You're dead. And now Empire moves so quickly, they're coming over towards the regeneration rune on top. I thought for a moment they may try and go for Roshan. And
They
because
actually have no idea this is happening.
and because that weave is being used defensively, there's no way they can scout out Roshan. There's no way they can actually start removing that armor from Team Empire and allow some of their physical damage to connect.
No, they might.
There's actually Fada getting voided up. Maposhka going to glimpse him back. The wall is there. He has the BKB, so they're not going to commit much more until Resolution gets the perfect Chronosphere. It got Arc Warden as well. The Shallow Grave. It got to reach the Dragon Knight, but Pylai Die Ghostic finds his position, gets the duel on him. They can bring down the clone as well. Eternal Envy is gone. And where is the extra hunt? MSS has already gone home. Because we saw him from the mid, we saw him from the bottom.
There's a lot of confidence from Rezo here. Two things. First of all, this movement pattern. Secondly, he bought a butter.
He found the real
he doesn't have buyback, man.
He's chronoed him up. Eternal Envy's in trouble with side devices. He gets off in time. Pylai Die will be there for the Shallow Grave. They'll throw down the storm, but it doesn't actually control up AUI. MSS instead onto Resolution, broken free by the press of the attack. Doombringer dueled up. Does he have enough damage? I don't believe so. In fact, the Doom is regenerating. One charges as well, but it's the damage done inside the base. Cloud9 having to buy back an Eternal Envy. MSS will pop to FN's Orchid. And Cloud9 are falling like flies inside their own base, and this allows Team Empire to push in. Eternal Envy will attempt the defense. Vada in close. Let that Dragon Knight do the work up against the Night Stalker, but they don't have the detection. They don't see anybody, but they have the side device. Resolution picked up for the moment. MSS trying to do the damage with a Firefly. Can't stay close enough. But they will hold their bottom racks, but Team Empire got what they wanted.
But he's expecting Cloud9 are not going to be in position for this. There's no way they're going to think I'm going to go here.
And they really weren't. They tried to actually envelop from the south, and they may not feel like they have enough. The clone was already sent north, trying to push out the wave.
Yeah, they're waiting for that. They're waiting for the...
There's a Lincoln's triggering off, but a fresh one already on him. Fada, well, misses the breeze fire, blink away from FN, and here we go for round 3. The Orchid, actually the Bloodthorn, onto the DK, who gets dueled up, and the Sonic Wave, combining with the Chrono Shallow Grave, will still keep Fada alive. Eternal Envy's clone will not be so lucky. The Lasso pulling Maposhka further up. They're trying to stop his control factors, and the Doom is actually on Faceless Void, combining up with a little bit more damage from that Infernal Blade. Maybe they can kill off Resolution. The Glimpse will pull him away. MSS has to do the work. The last man, the front line. The Aegis Immortal will now allow FN to come back to life. He blinks. He's going closer towards the Dire base. Meanwhile, MSS is finally brought down, but it's all about the man who's currently squatting in the home of Cloud9. FN for 925 gold. Eternal Envy will claim its scalp. The Doom even dazzles short by 900 gold. AUI and Fada are on the front lines. Resolution running around, actually takes his boots out of his infantry so he can use that fresh BKB. He's got jumps in. Where's your control? He's got it in spades. Manta style out, time dilation. At least Envy's got the bubble available. So AUI, rather tanky. Resolution still looking for that DPS. You've got Dazzle, but the silence is perfect from Roger. He actually gets the silence off, so there's no Shallow Grave, and they'll actually get both of them down. MSS went for the drag, so at least there's something in return. Mapochka dies for the cause for the 2 hero kills. Both supports for Cloud9 pushing up the daisies. FM wants to join him. He's TPing out to his shrine. And Empire may just feel they have enough to go high ground and finally finish this bottom racks.
A pretty awkward overlap on cooldowns that allows them to not fight at their full potential.
Oh, right now Resolution and Ghostic are doing Roshan, so Cloud9, I don't think they have that time.
Roger's getting some really good info here.
There. Will it be enough? There is actually the kill. It goes the way of the Radiant side, and maybe with the control, Eternal Envy, BKB dueled up, the bubbles are down, and Lasso pulling back the Faceless Void, but the Sonic Wave from FN's going to arrive. Shallow Grave allowing Eternal Envy to stand his ground, but MSS will not be so lucky. Eternal Envy trying to Hurricane Pike himself away, but Mapochka, he had the damage, and it looks like Empire, they have the fight. Fada is the last man standing, and he is trapped at the front of the pit, now time locked up, and he really wishes he could go back in time. Captain Hindsight, Cloud9 in a horrendous position. A double kill for Resolution. Double buybacks out from Cloud9, but this is scrambling defense to keep themselves in TI. He's invis for the moment and now realizes not much more point to that. Has the Aegis Immortal, may as well try and kill off this Rax.
This bubble is going to end now, and then he doesn't have the Tempest, so that's Rax down.
Yep. We've defense up from Pylai Die, but you've claimed the entire mid-Rax. No damage done to the bottom, but without the Legion Commander control, they have to bubble to defend it. Here goes your defensive weave once more. Cloud9 trying to have the armor. You realize when you're doing defensive, not aggressive weaves, all they want to do is survive. BKB from Eternal Envy actually being burnt. And FN's bringing the momentum for the last lane to bring in Megas. In favor of Team Empire, Resolution doesn't care. Silver Edge is under the tower. MSS looking for the lasso, able to grab it. That Lincoln Spear won't break him free, but Ghostic will press the attack. And AUI, FN controls him with the Sonic Wave. AUI is actually going to pop from that. Meanwhile, up in the top fight, the Storm is nice. Vada not trapped inside the wall, but the Chronosphere is perfect. Cloud9 locked in time, space, and they may be removed right now. FN's doing the work. MSS won't make it home. And GG! Team Empire have taken out Cloud9 in round 1 of the lower bracket of TI7.
They read them very well. I think Empire pretty much beat them in most stages of the game. Cloud9 had a good, very early start when it came to pushing down a couple of towers, but afterwards the vision of the Night Stalker having good map control overall, good reads on what Cloud9 were doing. All of their smokes for a consistent, like, I think 40 minutes failed. Yeah, they simply did not find a fight that they could win in. And Empire kept setting up good kills, kept taking the better fights, and kept getting extremely farmed. Got the Roshans, got the towers. It's a pretty long game. It was